Where were we? Campground. There we are. My mouse probably hovered over it several times and I was just blinded by it. I'm also liking that this version of the game is doing something with like the passage of time. Like you can tell that things are progressing. Whereas the other one, I was having a hard time keeping track. Like, was I there for just a day? Was it 2 days at the very most? Felt like I barely showed up in town and they left us.
Dr. Versteckt?
Alfred, how can I help you, Agent Tethers?
Have you ever met a local scientist named Olav Velhaven?
Once, many years ago. Strange man. Completely obsessed with some mathematical formula to cure psychological disorders.
I think he may have found that formula.
What is it in
Yeah, good for him.
A Serious Man? What is the... It's something Nomicon. I can't remember. Like the mathematical formula, the God formula, the proof of everything.
You've been in these woods for a while. Have you ever seen any astronauts?
No, but I have seen the occasional scuba diver stuck in the treetops.
What?
Really?
Of course not. That's an urban legend.
You had me going there for a second.
What would you say if someone believed he'd actually seen the hidden people?
I'd say that believing in the hidden people is absolutely crazy. But then, everything we believe in is crazy, from mathematics to democracy.
So, the hidden people don't exist?
Well, I never said that. The hidden people most definitely exist. There have been appearances for years, all around town. It's almost as if they're trying to get somewhere, but they're being blocked. I've been able to pinpoint scattered locations of sightings, but I can't find a pattern to them. Here, take a look.
Okay, we're gonna need to go back there and say that belief in mathematics is crazy along with democracy. Cause like, yes, they're both systems that arise based purely off of human observation and speculation and involvement in them, but at the same time, like, one of them holds up under rigor and the other one probably holds up under a lot of rigor, but might be falling apart. We're just seeing where this goes. Don't listen to my anarchistic bullshit. Range the photos in chronological order. Oh boy, I love doing these. Wait, what? The gnomes come from the moon. The gnomes come from the moon. How are we viewing phases of the moon? Moon's traveling in this orbit. Start off with 3 gnomes, then 2 gnomes. Then 1 gnome, and then the moon passes. If we're assuming that the moon is going this way. If it goes the other way, spontaneously a gnome appears. Then spontaneously 3 gnomes appear, which does not make sense. So this way it's 3 gnomes, 3 gnomes, 3 gnomes, 1 gnome, no gnomes, and the moon passes. And then this way it's 3 gnomes, 2 gnomes, 1 gnome, and this way it's 1 gnomes, 2 gnomes, 1 gnome. I think this is the order. Also, yeah, I've been looking around town to see the gnomes moving shit, and then also here's my view of gnomes from space. Giant gnomes, gnomes the size of North America. Let's go, puzzle. Let's solve this son of a bitch. What? What? Note how the moon is positioned in each photo. Yes! I am noticing how the moon is positioned. Unless you're trying to tell me that I have this completely backwards. I will try it reversed and saying that the moon is coming down this way. But I think you're full of shit. We're gonna fail this one, because I think that my initial setup was correct. And now that I've lost, there is no reason to, yeah, okay. Literally just reverse it. How that works out, I'm not sure. Most significant clues of the foe's progression of the moon. We know that the gnomes arrived on Earth rather than leaving it. Well, how do we know that the gnomes arrived on Earth rather than leaving it? That's not necessarily something that we know. Maybe the gnomes are trying to get off so long and say thanks for all the fish style game.
Impressive.
You ever think of that?
But I still
Professor
don't
Layton?
see... Wait a second. This is a list of the dates of penumbral eclipses.
Each one corresponds exactly to the emergences of the hidden people. Amazing. Give me a moment. They were just random appearances before, but now that I have a sequence, I can triangulate the exact position of the hidden people's home.
How? How is that? That dates do not help you what? That's a hell of a skeleton.
Right away.
Wait, that's not their hat? They actually have a skull up there?
Now? Right now.
Well, I
while
guess that
moon
the
lights
hat
our way.
would...
Off we go.
The hat would, like, line up with the contours of the head. You have to figure, right? Unless Buckingham Palace guards are all giant eggheads, you
Must
know,
be
like,
nearby,
not
Agent
necessarily.
Tethers. We just have to follow the map. Do you hear that?
Hear what? Alfred?
Oh, Alfred, you got whispered
There
off.
you go.
Got carried off on the winds, my man. You got whispered. Slide the logs and arrange them to create a clear path for Nelson to find Alfred. God damn slide fucking puzzles. I was just saying something about how I was not doing so bad at these. How are we gonna unblock for Nelson to get over there? This is the real trick that I find myself in. Oh. Some kind of spinning. Come on. How are we wanting this? I'm not entirely sure. Because it feels like they're always blocked on 2 points. Yeah, Nelson's always pretty blocked in there. I don't know what my end position is gonna have to look like. Oh. I say as I'm literally at my end position? Right, okay. Fuck, God, sometimes it like stares you right in the face and you just aren't looking at it right, you know? Oh. I've gotten so many bloody achievements. I think it's literally every puzzle is an achievement, which doesn't bode well for this game's like puzzle length. But again, we're gonna be pushing 3 hours by the time this is all wrapping up, and I feel like we're reaching a conclusion here shortly, which is about how long the first one took, so you know. Glowing green light. Will this finally answer all of our questions? Also, what was with the serial murderer bent if Kostava, or whatever her name was, is in it for the Sasquatch finding? Like, was that part of the cover-up? you do move fairly quickly. Wait, there's 2 astronauts? That spooked me. Oh no, it was all a
Hello?
dream.
Nelson, I thought you'd never pick up.
Jim?
I was listening to the Scoggins tapes that you left and found something.
Tapes? Jim, listen. Whatever you do, don't log the tape I sent you. Something massive is going on in Scoggins.
The giant
Jeez, I
eggplant in the
mentioned
background.
Hermes 2 and astronauts. If the director hears about any of this, it'll cause chaos in all the divisions. You can't let him know what's on that tape. Jim?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's conspiracy talk for run.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
Well, I've exhausted everything you're gonna say to me, I guess. And I still can't use the front door. Even though, wait, who's trying to keep me out of town then? Also. Ah, jeez. Ah, heckin'
Dr.
jeez.
Jennings?
Good work, Tethers. Seems like you found something pretty important to these boys.
But
They'll take it from here.
But
Enjoy yourself, Tethers. You're on vacation for Pete's sake. Go skiing. Shoot a bear.
Don't shoot bears.
I'm headed to that Moose-Ear diner. I hear they blend up one damn fine milkshake. Why don't you come along?
I guess I
if
will,
nothing
sir.
else, maybe I can convince Director Jennings to listen to me at the diner. I've got to get to the bottom of all this before these agents cover everything up.
Yeah,
I'd better
that's-
check around town to see who, if anybody, is still on my side.
Probably a good call. I thought we were wrapping up, but we've clearly got more going on. Got anything to say about the agent swarm in the place?
Hello, Mrs. Garrett.
Agent Tethers, are your friends gonna be in town for long?
My friends? You mean the special agents? I'm not sure, actually. They're not with me.
Well, I just hate to think that letting one man sleep in your hotel when he's got no place to stay is an invitation for dozens of strange people to be stomping all over town scaring everyone.
Again, you own the hotel. They're all going to
I
need
bet
lodgings.
they
This
won't
is
be
the
here for
best
long.
business you've had in years, I would assume.
So long.
No need for the open hostility. I am driving customers to your door, literally beating it down and asking you questions, invasive questions. Please tell me you're not dodging your taxes. This is going to be bad for everyone. Oh God, what is Korka doing talking up the FBI? Gonna resist making a put a cork in it joke, even though I want to. Just doesn't feel right.
Oh,
It's too obvious.
Agent Tethers.
Are these men giving you any trouble, Korka?
Don't be absurd. He's very interested in hearing about what I've found.
Even Bigfoot?
Situation's under control, sir. Be on your way.
Oh, he does.
Are you sure you don't?
Situation's under control, sir. Be on your way.
Wait, is this
Yes,
confirming that
please.
Bigfoot is real and the FBI is going to be covering it up and probably hushing Korka away somewhere? Because that's hilarious.
Sheriff Bog, has there been trouble at the lodge?
No, Tethers. I'm just explaining our community's customs to your government friends. I'm sure you'll all soon be on your way.
I can understand your hostility there, Bog. Sorry
I hope
about
these
the
agents
agents.
aren't causing you any trouble, Sheriff Bog. I know how you hate to be bothered.
We're consulting with local law enforcement as a courtesy, Agent Tethers. We'll take everything we need and then be on our way.
See, Tethers? Courtesy. Some people understand the proper chain of command.
Wait, what? You're fine with them? Asshole.
Sheriff, has anyone reported any sightings of, astronauts out in the forest?
Astronauts? You've been poking around in the woods too long. Some city types can't handle it. Makes them crazy, start to see things.
I'm also gonna need it to clear down with a water phone in the background making all the shrieks.
I noticed all those reports are still filed as missing persons. Has anyone ever found any bodies?
Bodies? Tethers, are you suggesting we have a murderer in Scoggins?
Maybe two, from space.
Maybe you should finish
Those are the
your
worst kind of
vacation
murderers.
somewhere else,
Space
Agent Tethers.
murderers.
Somewhere not here.
Don't you find it a little strange that Bjorn and Edvard are the only two surviving members of the Brotherhood of Scoggins?
I heard Skjoldar went missing, and the investigation is ongoing. Are you
In that I've heard
suggesting
about
I'm not
it.
doing my job, Agent Tethers?
Well,
The Brotherhood is very close to nature. They like being out in the woods. I'm sure he'll turn up.
Yeah, right, time to go.
strange things are going on, Sheriff. And I'm still not entirely convinced the cult isn't involved.
We've got the situation under control, Tethers.
I'm glad that we can just call it a cult. Like, everyone's on the same page on that one. Oh, communing with nature again, I see.
Excuse me? Were you ever able to find Skjoldar in the woods?
No. He lives with the hidden people now.
Oh, buddy.
Are you
No. It is so terrible.
Oh, I skipped a
We
line of
can only
dialogue. Sorry
hope
about that.
He has found peace with the hidden people.
Let's see if I can get that again from the start. No? Nothing? Damn it. Ah, I tried. Nope, you're not gonna let me talk again. And you just left the bloody door open, letting all the hot air out from the friggin' fireplace. This is the Nelson Tethers guy. I'm telling you, Nelson Tethers has got on thin ice. We got anything going on at Olaf's cabin? Nothing. I'm not even here. Not even present in the scene. Scruff's got anything to say? Anything more than usual?
Roger. Trees? Strange odors?
Nope.
I'll just leave you guys to it then.
Oh, nothing new. Sorry about that, Steve.
If you can think of anything else, it's important you tell me.
Ooh!
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told you everything I know.
That was a glitch. That was something terrible going on over there. Yeah, you definitely didn't want to be here. You went into a black void. Which is a problem. I missed anything? Can I go to the campgrounds? Right. Check up on our bud, because he was out there in the woods the other night, and now he's missing. Oh shit, the only other sane person here is missing. The only other person who can back up my story and explain where I was that night.
Have you seen anything unusual out here?
We've got everything under control here.
The other problem is that this guy's... Oh, no, you're still here.
Ah, Agent Tethers. I'm glad to see you made it out safe.
I was expecting you to be gone.
What happened last night?
Well, I must apologize about that. Followed a noise in the woods and got myself good and lost.
You didn't run into any astronauts.
Astronauts? No, I'm sure I would have remembered that.
And just back into my cabin. Also, so like he's in the campground, but he said he's been here for decades. 16 years at least from when the first disappearances started, right? Get like lodging properly. Although, you know, camping, the rent's not bad, honestly. Okay. Now we're on to the police chief or director, head director. Director? I think it was director, right? Ooh, yeah, it's really not liking you. Yeah, your assets are missing.
Director Jennings.
Ah, good to see you, Tethers.
Nice to see you
And
too.
stay away from these milkshakes I see. They are sublime.
You've got to listen. There are terrible things happening in Scoggins. The foreman at the eraser factory, Isaac Davner, well, actually his real name is Ed Davis. He was abducted from the factory, dragged away by tiny forest gnomes. And looking for him, I found the body of an astronaut in the forest. The Brotherhood, that's the local gnome cult, led me to a cabin with a reclusive scientist studying eclipses and lunacy. Then, last night, I found a camp around a crashed lunar lander.
It does
And
sound
the
a little
remains of
insane
a
when you start
missing
yelling over the
cross-country skier.
milkshake.
There's only one conclusion.
the slow zoom into the missing
Astronauts
textures.
in the forest are murdering people.
Oh, everyone's starting to lose it. The game is literally falling apart.
Tethers, you're embarrassing yourself.
Well, it's nice to see you've rejoined us.
Look, believe me, I know how crazy it sounds.
I don't think you do, Tethers.
But I saw them. Astronauts. There's a camp in the woods.
Camping. Maybe that's what you need. Spend some time getting back to nature. It'll clear your head.
Or drive you mad with puzzle
They're
crazies.
killing people. Maybe you don't believe me about the astronauts,
What tipped you off, Tethers?
but there are at least 6 missing persons cases in Scoggins, possibly more.
I already spoke to Sheriff Bogg. Good man. Got the situation under control.
Really? Because that 6 doesn't sound under control.
Where are all these agents from? Secret Service? CIA? NSA? NASA?
Just stay out of their way and let them do their jobs. It's classified, Tethers.
I mean, we still all work for the FBI.
I don't know what Jim told you.
Ingram, it's not what he told us. It's what he told you.
What does
I
that
hope
mean?
Jim's not in any trouble. He was just helping me out with my case.
You're not on a case, Tethers. Vacation, remember?
Yes, sir, but the eraser factory foreman, Isaac Davner.
Could turn into a permanent vacation.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Yeah, this is definitely, you're getting too close.
Director Jennings, since you've been here, have you seen any hidden people?
Hidden people? Is that what the locals call the undesirables?
Not exactly. They're gnomes.
Troublemakers.
Forest gnomes.
The scowl is well deserved here.
So, no, then?
The awkward pauses are awkward, and the few frames of animation that we do get in this game do make it particularly hard to tell like what's going on. But at the same time, I do love the atmosphere it brings. It's appropriate.
All right, Director Jennings. I won't come back until I have proof of what I've seen.
Tethers, you're a good puzzle agent, I'm assuming. I'd hate to see you throw that away.
Noted, sir.
All right, time to make a move on. Where are we going next?
Agent Tethers,
Glory?
I heard what you said about astronauts.
I know it sounds hard to believe, but I know what I saw.
Isaac used to say he had dreams about astronauts.
That's good and important news.
They were trying to tell him something. I thought you'd want to know.
I've got to find it. The body of the astronaut.
Right. Retrace to find the body of the astronaut. Rotate the tiles to create a path from Nelson to the astronaut. I can't see shit. This is just a black screen for me. This is a problem. We'll be right back after some technical difficulties.
I'll never find anything around town with those Secret Service agents everywhere. I'm convinced I've got to head back into the woods and find that dead astronaut.